so it's just going to be a sec. Don't worry, I'll jump in with you in a second. All right, who are we seeing in here? Who are we seeing? Hello, Mr. Hart, Own Science. Hang on, let's see who we got. Hey, Ralph Carabetta. Hey, I'm O Scientist. Lee, Mary Hart. How's it going, you guys? Hello, BCA 1244. Welcome, you guys. So in a second here, I'm going to be introducing you guys to my friend Ivan, and he's going to be taking us through all this broadcast stuff. Let me show you real quick. Talking to us about all of this business. Can we get some hearts for this, you guys? We're going to need some hearts on this one. And comments and questions, you guys. So, hello, Martins Ralph. We're going to give people just a second to get in, and while they get in, let's see. Let's get you guys a good shot. Jay. I don't know who you're talking about with Jay. But for those of you guys, while we're waiting for people to get in, my name is Raymond Cinemato, and I'm here at Paramount Studios on the back lot at Cinegear 2015, where all the companies come together, all the film production companies come together and put their gear out there and introduce everybody to what's going on. So I'm going to introduce you guys to what's going on here. Hello, Editor Man Caves. Welcome. Who else we got coming in here, you guys? Let's see who we got going on. Ralph, I'm O Scientist, Alex Beaver, Yoshi Estrada, Baron, Anthony, Freeshade Kimberly, Ralph Carbetta, I'm O Scientist. All right, you guys, send those hearts and send those questions. Here we go. We're going in. Hey, how's it going? I'm Raymond.
Hey, good. How are you?
What's your name?
I'm Ivan Gonzalez. I am the Chief Engineer for TV Pro Gear.
Okay, that's Ivan Gonzalez, TV Pro Gear Chief. All right, what was that? Are you going? I didn't see the question. Sorry, people are talking while this is happening. Let me show you this. What we got here is people are interacting. Wah 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 to my brother, Editor Man Caves. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this person.
No.
But we got hearts coming up because they like what they see. So 14 people are tapping the screen because they like what they see, and we got somebody monster in my bed saying hi, Ivan.
Cool. Hey. Cool. Hi, guys.
Okay, you guys, here we go. He's going to take us through what's going on here. So can you tell us what is all of this? What is all of this gear?
This is a multi-camera, turnkey, mobile, flight pack solution. So this is pretty much TV studios on a mobile box. So I'm going to show you guys really quick.
Well, real quick. Let me just kind of put it into some really lay terms for these people. You guys, so what we're talking about is this is basically a mobile setup for any sort of live show. So we're talking about concerts, sports events, corporate events, anything that
little bands.
Yeah, anything
graduations.
You guys are hearing that. Anything
Weddings,
that's going to be... They've done weddings with this stuff, probably like Tom Cruise's wedding or something. Big weddings with this stuff. So anything that's live. Hello, Beached Pocket Co. Love GoPro. Cool. Glad you love GoPro, man. Okay, so this is basically used for any sort of live production on the road, you guys. This is the gear that they would use for it. So let me ask... as you guys have questions, throw them out there, and remember to keep giving those hearts. I'm going to ask them to give us a quick demo. It is a studio in a box, right? That's what they're saying. It's a studio in a box. You kind of just give us a demo. Show us what's going on here.
So basically we have the multi-viewer here. The monitor goes up and down. So when you're traveling, this fits in a truck. So you put your monitor up, you slide this in and out.
All right.
You run your fiber cameras, runs to your cameras.
Okay, you guys. So real quick, let me just kind of recap that. Sorry about that. So real quick, just to recap, you guys, what we're talking about here is he's got this switch here. We got this switch here. This little guy over there. Can you point to that switch? We got that switch, and that will drop this down so that the whole thing can fit into a truck. Can we see it? Can we see? So basically, we can put this whole thing into a truck like that. This entire setup can go into a truck kind of like that. And so can you show us the monitor coming down? So he's going to hit the switch. It's going to bring the monitor down, you guys. You can see it slowly but surely coming on down. There you go. Okay, cool. You send it back up. It's very, very cool stuff. And then how else can this thing compact down? How else can you break it down? Just slide that in like one of your little like laptop desks or something like that. Okay. So what are all these colorful lights? What do we got going on around here?
Oh, you have this is all the Blackmagic equipment. This is a 4K system. We can do live streaming. We can do projecting in 4K. So you have the monitor scope.
So you guys, first of all, 4K, you guys, is the resolution. It's very, very, it's a very large resolution format of video. Basically,
4 times as much as 1080p. So 4 times the quality.
So when you guys are hearing about your 1080p televisions and stuff like that, which is all fancy and good, this thing can handle an image 4 times the size of that. So let's get some hearts for the capabilities.
So we have a smart video hub router. This is a video router. We can route the same signal to each component, or vice versa. We can do outputs.
Okay.
So we have a 40 by 40 video router.
Okay, you guys, so what that means, he says we have a 40 by 40 video router. And what this means is that you can, in live television and in live videos and stuff like that, you have what are called sources. And sources are your different cameras. I'm sorry. You have different cameras and different things like that. So an example would be like you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. What are your sources here? You got.
So we have the preview on the left.
Okay, so we got
program on the right.
Okay.
The program is what goes out to the air, to television.
Okay, you guys, so basically what we've got going on is right here on the right, this image right here is what's going to go out to television or to whatever the final output of your show is. But that is made up, if you ever watch these shows, of many different other angles and video and other kinds of things. Those are called sources. You get those from your different sources. And that's where these other monitors come in. So can you tell us where are our sources? What can what can be sent to that?
Right. So right now in this current application, we have 2 cameras, camera 1, camera 2, and the third one is player 1, player 2. So I'm playing video from this player.
So you guys, basically what he's saying is that there is a camera set up somewhere,
Live camera.
a live camera right now. In fact, this camera right here is currently on that screen right there. You'll see me wave. I don't know if you can see this from that far away, but I don't know. Let me see. Where am I? Oh, it's okay. They put it on the top screen. You guys can see me. This is kind of meta right now. If you can see that off in the distance, that's me waving on that monitor. Whoop. All right, you guys. So that is feeding to one of these sources. Which?
Camera 1.
Oh, there it is. Camera 1. It's right up here. Basically, you have live cameras set up on, and they can patch those cameras into this monitor. One camera's there. There's another camera there. We're seeing another camera here. But sometimes you have more than just a camera popping up. Sometimes you need to have like pre-made video. And so in this particular case, this little monitor is showing video that was already made in the past. So it's not a camera, it's video that was made. And he's playing it from this little card here. So right here, basically, he's got a source of video that's being represented on screen right there, in addition to cameras that are set up throughout the place. Okay, all of that stuff gets used by a switcher, a person who knows how to use all of this gear. That's what all these colorful buttons are for.
Camera 1, camera 2.
Can you show this out?
Everything is stable with the scan. So when you hit camera 1 on program, that switches that screen on program. So if I hit that between camera 1 and 2, I'm going to switch right now.
So can you show me one more time really slowly? So
it's labeled ME program.
So tell me which one.
Program.
Okay, so tell me which one represents the sources. I'll explain this in a second, you guys.
Represents a source, and they're labeled on the top.
Okay, so if you guys can see this, camera 1, camera 2, player 1, etc. Those are the things we were talking about before. So camera 1, show me where camera 1 is on the screen right now.
It's on program right now.
So program. Can you show it to me before it gets to program? So before it's on program, where was it?
2, right? So I have this in preview. As soon as I hit take, it's going to go to program, and then switches it live.
Okay, but can you show it to me as just a source that's not on the air?
Just right here, camera 1.
Okay, you guys. So let me quickly fill you in. So he's got a camera 1. Camera 1 is available for the switcher or operator to preview and look at and see if he likes what's on that camera right there. This is not going out to the world. This is not available to the world to see yet. He's deciding to choose when it looks good, and then he'll switch to that camera among the many other sources, remember guys, that he wants to take it to the show. So right now, the show is looking at that studio.
We actually built this in an office. We made it into a studio, actually. That's not virtual. It's a real set.
So that is a real set that we're looking at, and that's what's theoretically, hypothetically, that's what's going out to television right now. Yeah, or we can be looking at this video. This is what's on TV right now. This video, we're going to say, now we want this to go on to TV. So what do we do when we want that to go on to television?
You can take a hard cut, or you can do an auto transition. The auto transition will fade it in. So it depends on your application.
So right now, basically, what he's saying, right now, this is TV Pro Gear. They're asking like where we are. This is TV Pro Gear. They are specialists in Blackmagic design. It's usually fairly easy to learn as most. I didn't see what you said, but say it again so we can see that. And yeah, you guys, please send those hearts. The more sources, the more buttons. I've always wondered, yeah, they're having a conversation right now about like what all this is. They're like teaching each other while you're teaching us also.
This is a 20 input switcher.
So this is a 20 input switcher, you guys. So anyway, picking back up where we left off, what we've got right here, what he's saying is that you've got a cut or a transition. And what that means is that when he decides...
Right now. Ready? 1, 2, this is a cut.
This is going to be a cut.
It went from one to the other one, and this is a transition. It's going to use a fade into that.
So you guys, what you're seeing right now, basically what you just saw, is we have our source, we have that camera, so let me remind you, we have this camera right here that's feeding to that window so that he can preview it, and then he's going to select that preview by pressing some of these buttons, and he's going to choose whether he wants to cut it onto air or transition it onto
or use
air.
This panel as well. If you want to control the transition, you can do it this way.
Okay, they're asking, can you ask them if the Ursa Mini has the black dot?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. We don't have a Black Mini here on the other side. Blackmagic is right next to us.
So we'll jump over to them
Yes.
shortly. How many transitions does it come with?
Yes, there's more available.
More transitions are available.
The
So,
software.
real quick, for those of you who are wondering what a transition is, you guys, a transition is the stylistic way that we switch from one shot to the next. A very classic one that you're all familiar with is the dissolve. The dissolve looks like. Can you show us a dissolve? Okay, so that right there is a dissolve. Actually, can you give us 2 steady shots so that we're not seeing other transitions occur? Like the video has like other things happening. So give us 2 steady shots. Okay, so here we have one shot, and we're going to dissolve transition to the next shot. And now we're going to dissolve transition back. That is a transition, specifically the dissolve transition, and that is a cut. Just switching back and forth. No star transitions. They want to see star transitions. We've got your star transitions for you all day long right here. Star transition porn for you guys.
We have a diamond transition.
We got a diamond
All the
transition.
options this switcher offers.
So you guys, right here, this switcher offers these are icons that represent different kinds of transitions. And this is interfaced. This is like feeding, this information is coupled with this. So you can kind of select what you want on your computer and it'll go to here. Oh good, I was about to ask what a transition was. And hello France, we have somebody from France watching.
Hey.
Hello France.
Hi.
Welcome to Cine Gear. Okay, so tell us what's going on here. So we just selected, which one did we select?
White.
So
White.
we
It's
select.
gonna open up left and right.
So it's going to open up left and right. He has selected that. Bonjour, my friend. He has selected that transition. He's going to select the speed at which it comes in with this knob, and it looks like. Can you go back to 0? Okay. And it looks like that. You can customize transitions. Yes, you can. You definitely can. And this is him with it. So that knob that I was just showing you guys, he is with his hand deciding how quick to do it. Can you give us
do
like
it in
a?
auto, or you can do it like that. So there's 2 ways. You can control the speed, or that's an auto.
So you can have it work automatically, or you can do it manually. So let me show you. Go ahead and show us auto. So he's selected an auto button. And you're doing it manually right now, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now it's on auto. And let's just see auto. So it's auto. It's moving at a predetermined pace. And now let's see some manual. Show us what it would look like. So he can do you can do like can you do like mix it up, right? And now we'll see what that looks like on screen, mixing it up. Can you do like a half thing? Can you do like half and go back?
Do it like that.
There you go. You could leave it like, do you mind if I play with it? So you guys, we're going to have a little like transition remix. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Yep. Very cool. You guys can get really customizable with this stuff. All right, so what do we got next?
You have the switcher here. This turns the sources into the switcher. Then you want to have a scope, so you don't go over the temperature for NTSC standards. If it's too bright, you're going to get kicked out of the signal and you're going to get fined. So this tells you don't go over this 800 meters.
Okay, you guys, so we're talking about some pretty technical stuff here. You guys ever wonder what this kind of stuff is? These are called scopes, as our buddy was just telling us about. What are your thoughts on illegal downloading? We'll get to that later. So you guys, these are called scopes, and basically what he's talking about is this is a way of measuring the intensity of the signal as it goes luminance, the intensity of the luminance.
So brightness.
Brightness, basically, you guys, as it goes out to television. And there are rules about how bright your signal can get. So we use these kinds of things to keep it within a certain range. So that's very important. Otherwise, you can get kicked off of the air if you mess that up. And yes, you guys, thank you for the hearts. Keep sending those. All right. What's the next coolest thing about this?
Audio meters, so you know your levels.
Oh my gosh! Hey, how's it going?
Oh, you recognized you. We were like, is that
Hang on a second.
Oh.
Say hello to Periscope.
They recognize you.
You guys might. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but you might recognize these guys from a Periscope show I did in the past.
okay.
I did a talk at their school, Orange Coast College in Orange County,
nice.
and these are some of the kids that I was talking to. So,
Nice.
welcome to the show, you guys. How's it going? I'm just in the middle of showing our friends here from all over the world this black magic stuff. Oh, of course, yeah. All right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me finish up with these guys, and then I'll come and chat it up with you guys. And you guys have my friends saying hello to you. All right, you guys, back to the our commercial
Andy
break.
Glazer, that's the owner of the company.
And here's the owner of the company. What's your name? Andy. I'm Raymond. Nice to meet you. This is our good friend.
You wanna see the mask?
This is our good
People
friend,
from
and
France.
you said Andy, right? And
Yes.
Andy, our good friend Andy. Andy, we have people from France tuning in. We have people from all over the world tuning in, and they're giving hearts right now.
France.
They're giving us hearts because they like what they see. Hearts from different people. We've got
I hope they're cute girls.
Gina Clement, Andy Perkins, Rangel Priest.
those people
All
are
these
live.
people are kind of live watching us right now.
Wow, that's cool.
They're saying hello, Andy. We got Tall Paul saying hello.
Yo,
All right, do you mind if I take a longer look at this?
take all the time you want. You know, that's why we're here.
Awesome. You got Monsters in My Bed saying hi, Andy. And you got Tall Paul saying he looks like a boss.
I am,
He is the boss, you guys. He is the boss.
because I look old.
And he's got that voice. Okay, so what was
By the way, I created the first fly pack in 1978.
We don't have a picture.
the first fly pack?
Yeah.
You guys hear that? He created the first fly pack. Can you tell the viewers what is a fly pack for those of them who don't know?
It's a multi-camera system, or a system for shooting multi-camera shows, live events like sports, concerts, and conferences. Those of you that have watched TED.com, we've shot a number of TED conventions with us.
You guys hear TED fans out there? This guy's shot a lot of TED conventions with this setup. So, sports shows, a wedding, TED conventions, all that stuff happens right here on this. Hello, Microsoft Studios. We got somebody from Microsoft watching. What do you do for a living? Are you asking me? I work for ABC. I freelance for ABC and different clients. But right now, we're talking to these fine folks who make this stuff for a living. All right, so back to what we were talking about. All right, so what's the next thing we're looking at?
So, recorders. These record into solid state drives, which are these. These replace tape.
These, you guys, are replacing tape. So everything
Solid state drives.
everything that we used to know about video has changed.
File based.
File-based media instead of having like your VHS tapes. In fact, most of you are probably too young to even remember working with that kind of stuff. You just are used to this now. Very, very fast, very cool stuff.
So it records to the same codecs the camera Alexas have.
So
it's an Alpro ProRes 1425.
Very cool, very cool. We talked about that in our editing broadcast before. Okay, cool. So
We have 4 recorders for each of the cameras. There's the switcher, and we have an intercom system. Intercom lets you talk between the cameraman, the technical director, audio guys, lighting guys. So everybody needs to be on a headset to talk to each other. That's what these are for.
there you go. Okay, you guys, I actually want to jump in and say something real quick. So right here, if any, I know that some of you, oh, you got somebody saying you're handsome.
Oh, thanks.
So you guys, I want to jump in and just kind of reapproach something we talked about in a former broadcast, time code. So what we've got right here, you guys, when I was talking about here, in a previous broadcast, you guys, I talked a little bit about the importance of different types of time codes as you're logging in preparation to script your edit. One of the types of time codes that we talked about was time of day. And in a production like this, where you have this big giant setup, you have they need to be able to monitor what time of day is, and it also gets put into the actual video signal. So in this case, here, let me switch, is our time of day time code. And remember, as I told you, please, send the hearts on this, you guys. As I told you, it's a 24-hour clock, 7, 18, 25, and then frame rate. Now,
We're shooting at 2398 right now.
They're shooting at a 2398 frames per second, you guys, which is pretty much the film standard. But you can switch that up to 5994, which is also known as 60, but it's really 5994 for the drop frame. And there are many different types. But
he knows his stuff, by the way.
Thank you. Seeing it makes much more sense. Monster in my bed. I'm so glad. Soon you're gonna be running the broadcast industry.
You're gonna take over my job.
Why doesn't everybody use time of day? I agree. Why doesn't everybody use time of day? I think sometimes there are limitations with the cameras. For example, the Canon cameras or the DSLRs. I don't know if the latest ones, but I know that a couple builds ago they only did absolute time code, which means from 0 forward for each clip. So. Okay, you guys, I think we're going to wind it up. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, but let me just let our buddy Ivan here take us through the last point on this. What's the last takeaway?
The last takeaway is we have the audio, we have a complete system, audio, mixing, recorders, and a technical director that can switch the show. And from here, we can route to projectors, we can hit uplink trucks, we can hit lighting directors, stages, whatever you need, we can hit the LEDs as well. So it's a pretty powerful system for live broadcasting.
It is. Anthony, I don't yet know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. Tweet at me. If you guys are going to be showing up tomorrow and you guys want to be on the show, I'll gladly change my plans to be here with you guys. He's going to talk to students, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go talk to some students in a second, and then I'm going to take you guys over to see what a pedestal shot looks like. You got to tune in for the pedestal. It's going to be awesome. It's that shot that goes like this for a very long time. It's kind of like this kind of a shot, except instead of just being in my hand and shaky, it'll be on the end of a really big apparatus and something very cool. Okay, so what were we going to say?
Oh, I want to show him something cool before you take up.
He wants to show us something, one more really cool thing, you guys.
So the Blackmagic control the iris, zoom, and painting on their cameras wirelessly. I want to show you that.
So you guys catching that? He's talking about wirelessly controlling. Remind me, what are we wirelessly controlling?
These cameras right here.
He is wirelessly controlling. Take us and show us. We are wirelessly controlling these cameras. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, this is a camera. They are getting smaller and smaller every day. And remember, he said that's a 4K camera. So just to remind you guys, 4K means this is 4 times larger than your 1080p screens. Those fancy, cool 1080p screens that everybody's talking about, this captures an image 4 times the size of that. And he can control that camera and this camera and every other camera. These are the images from those cameras right now.
You notice here, this is controlled through software. It's just a laptop. It's wireless.
So it's just a laptop wirelessly connected to this system.
So it has a zoom option.
So he's right there. He has a zoom option.
I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go up and watch what happens to the camera. It's zooming in and out right now.
So show me here, and then I'll show them up there. So he's gonna adjust. They're saying smaller and a lot more expensive.
Actually, these are only $2,000.
OMG! Did you guys hear that?
Blackmagic.
Did you guys just hear that?
Really
He just said
pricing. It's
only $2,000. But wait, $2,000 for what?
The camera.
$2,000 for the camera. The camera is $2,000. So let me show you. Which one is that? Can you? This broadcast quality camera right here.
Ultra HD, which is the
Ultra HD is $2,000, you guys. Very it's definitely not walking around change. But if you're going to invest in a camera, you can have a broadcast quality camera for $2,000.
We're selling this whole system here with 4 cameras for $99,000.
So the whole system,
It used to cost like $2
the whole
million
system
10
with
years ago.
the whole system with cameras and everything. The cameras and the system, which is a totally portable thing, is a $99,000 system. But just to give you some perspective, this would have gone for $2 million several years ago. The same setup, the same capabilities would have been $2 million a couple years ago. It's now $99,000 right here. So it looks like they're busy over there now, but oh, look at that. When you have wireless, you can just pick it up and move it anywhere you want to go. So you guys, to give you an idea, show me one more time that zoom. So here he's digitally, now, okay, wait. He is on his computer toggling this switch so that he can zoom in and out on the camera. And what that looks like is this. He's doing this from the computer. Can you zoom out? He's zooming out, and now he's going to zoom in. Go ahead and do a slow zoom in, if you wouldn't mind. So he's doing a zoom in, and he's doing it from right here on his camera. I'm sorry, on the computer.
Yep, I can focus it. I can do the shading as well. I got
He can-
somebody there, but
He has basically an enormous amount of control over the camera right here on the computer. Basically, you guys, we're moving in the direction where one person can basically run an entire TV show from his laptop. That's the direction we're headed. You guys, let's thank our buddy Ivan here. We're getting hearts for you. Ivan, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was really a pleasure, man.
have fun.
You guys tune back in, follow. Someone buy you this. Monsters in my bed wants somebody to buy her this whole setup. You guys, again, my name is Raymond Cinemato. We're here at Paramount Studios backlot at the Cinegear 2015 Expo. Please go to Blackmagic. I'll go check out the Blackmagic people after I check out the Pedestal people. They're right next to us, so we'll check them out soon, you guys. Follow and look out for the next broadcast in a couple minutes. I'll see you tomorrow if you go. Please tweet at me. All right, you guys, see you in a couple minutes. Ciao.